Well, back with you again. This is a 43 GPW in case you haven't seen my other videos. It's the first time I've ever really drove it with the brakes working, so I'm really excited about that. Big time excited. And that was some hard work. Just because stuff wasn't lining up right. Stuff's bent and down at the bottom, or was bent. Now it's all replaced. Luckily I have all these spare parts sitting around everywhere. Whole other World War II Jeep to work with. Anyway, I know these pedals look pretty rough. I'm gonna clean it up eventually. Guess I'm just gonna do a walk around, just a little bit more opened up view instead of like the other ones, you know. Anyway, you can see that I haven't installed the tail lights yet. I do have one tail light, and it is a, I think it's the right hand side. So I'm gonna have to get me a normal left hand tail light, and plus the trailer slave cable slide, I guess you call it. I don't know for sure. Pintle hook came off of an M170, close enough. Just trying to go, you know, the original look, but not, you know, show original. Anyway, yes, I got the toolboxes, and love those greasy hands. Anyway, yeah, that's my toolbox. This one's got a little dent for some reason in the corner. And yes, if you're wondering why my hands are greasy, yeah, I just changed the oil. Put some fresh oil in it. That was harder to open for some reason. Yeah, that's OSFO. That's what OSFO looks like. It's a chemical you put on rusted metal, and it converts the rusted metal into iron oxide, which is supposed to prevent it from rusting for a while. Hopefully that works, because I did the whole Jeep in it. Haven't finished painting some areas, but most of all, pretty much painted. We'll go ahead and do another couple of layers, and then I'll get to doing the hood numbers, which are like my most favorite part, and the star, and then the rear star. Anyway, still gotta get the top bow parts, a few other little things. I do have front blackout lights. They're actually in my Wrangler right now. I need to get those out for someone steps on them. And then my fender blackout light. Still need to paint it the same color. As you can tell, it's a little bit different. And I'm sure you're wondering why the windshield looks so crappy. I just got that windshield from Texas, and I hope to paint it and clean it up and get it restored. The inner is a CJ2A windshield. For you people that know the difference between 2A and GPW, then you know that's self-explanatory. But for other people, usually on a GPW, this section right here is the other way. So that's how you can tell anyway. The frame itself is a World War II frame. Not sure if it's GPW or MB. Really don't know how to look. The skin, someone homemade. I'm guessing that hole in the skin is probably where someone put an overhead valve style engine in one of these Jeeps, and they just cut a hole up through the top with a carburetor to stick up through the hood. Maybe so they could fold it down. I don't know. That's pretty ratty if you ask me, but maybe it's just a hunting Jeep like this one used to be. Got me some new hood blocks. Kind of happy about it. It's cool. Never had original hood blocks. Usually I just kind of home make them from something I find at Sutherland's. Looks just like hood blocks. Much bigger than those though. Got my latches on the hood, by the way. It's all cool. Never had that before. My 2A that I drive all the time, it just, you know, as close as I could get for a long time to a World War II Jeep, but it really makes me excited to see all the real stuff, and this is a real Jeep, so even more exciting. And this axe actually came from a hardware store down the road, so it's not original. Anyway, it works. Slides in there. I noticed that when I put it in there, though, it pushes out really hard right there. I don't know what that's about, but I do have that bracket right there, and I have the other straps. Just couldn't get that footman loop off of there for some reason. And that bracket, I have to drill 2 holes in it in order to get it on there. And then this shovel area, I do have a shovel, and it's not original either. And that shovel bracket is there. It's just buried underneath all that, I guess, camouflage stuff. Netting, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, I'm sure y'all are actually wanting to see it crank, and that's what I'm about to do. About to crank it up. I got a key start. I didn't use the original, which I will eventually. Although it kind of makes me worried when I go to a parade, maybe someone will steal it or something. And that is a T84, by the way. The plate just hasn't been bolted down yet. Just a few little things I need to hook up. Anyway, I got this wired up, so it's actually like the original. You got to press the floor button. Got a few vibrations I got to take care of. Other than that, mostly perfect. And the engine, I put new rings in it. I got to replace the timing chain, so I'd take all the front end off of it again to get to that. And it does have a miss when it first starts up for some reason until it clears out. I put an all original exhaust on it. That's the miss I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all can hear it like I can, but it's every now and then. For some reason it's on the fourth piston back. I don't know why. Anyway, it goes away after it warms up. So that's how the exhaust is. And that skid plate is not original. It's a CJ2A skid plate. Maybe one day I'll get an original. See, now it's running normal. Heard one miss. There you go, another couple. Anyway, it's smoothing out. I don't know why it does that. It does have a scalloped axle for you guys to know what that is. It's an F-marked earlier version axle for a GPW. No idea why this one would have it. It has a round one on this side. That's what a normal one looks like. This is a later model axle shaft right there. This is what I'm talking about, the round over there, and the other side had additions. Anyway, I do have the footrest in the back. Hopefully one day I'll get a machine gun to put in it and all that. That'd be pretty cool. I've always wanted to have it happen. You get around to the glove box. This is my glove box. Those are my data plates, and those are original, and that is a bullet hole, in case you're wondering. But I think it was about 22, so probably not a World War II kind of thing. I did have to buy a new latch, and then I had to buy this little piece right there. And that little thing cost $5. Just a little strip of metal fits up in there. Crazy. Still don't line up for some reason. I'm not sure why. Eventually I'll work it out. That's the original color of paint on it. I know you probably can't really hardly tell. I don't know what that's about. It's a big notch in the middle. Like something hard hit it or something, I don't know. I got leather boots for it. Can't wait to get seat cushions. The next big thing's gonna be tires, though. These terrible looking tires just need to come off here. Nothing like the original, you know? And yeah, they're all dry rotted and they all leak. Every day they leak down. And it makes this real bumpy feeling when you drive it. Yep, that's how it works. I did have it wired up where you just turn the key and crank it, but I don't know. Just didn't seem like the right way, since most of them had, or all of them actually had the foot pedal start. World War II. You see that's F marked. If you look around to the front, you might not be able to see it from over here. No, it is F marked though. You gotta take the tire off to see it. Really don't feel like doing that right now. So that's top bow parts. The other one right here I gotta order. Really excited about everything. Alright, and that's a brass fire extinguisher, and yes, it does still work, and it's not original. Now, the originals did have brass fire extinguishers, but that fire extinguisher itself and the bracket are reproduction. So that's what I mean when I say not original. Can't wait to start driving it in parades and things like that. In case you haven't noticed, I haven't bought a gas tank yet because they cost around $300 or $400, something like that. Maybe I'll get it from G503 website. I don't know. Gotta wait till they come in though, either way. I guess I'll show you all the engine. Oh yeah, that's what it looks like when the windshield's up. Yeah. That is my engine. And yes, it is a F-marked GPW engine. In case y'all can see it, a little bitty F in there. Yeah, it's right there. Pretty blurry, I can tell. But it's got the original style distributor, which is where the little prong comes off the side instead of a bolt on the side. I did convert it to 12 volt battery alternator. So, yep, that's how that works. Maybe I can show you actual lock numbers. That's my numbers. And yeah, that's a pretty nasty looking old bath air filter, but I gotta clean it up. It's no big deal. I just don't feel like buying a new one, and that's original, so fuel filter, carburetor, then my electrical stuff. I just wired all this stuff. I will cover it eventually. It's kind of messy looking right now, but that's how it would work. Got another one of those things for the headlights. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the parking lights, the front blackout lights, but I think I'm going to make them blinkers. I don't know about original, but I mean, for safety anyway. You can see those little seat hooks. Yep. Well, This is my GPW. It's been a long process. I've had it for about 8 months now. The before pictures were way different. They were pretty rough. It looked pretty bad. I got it for a pretty good price too. But anyway, only 45 minutes from home. I knew I had to get it after I saw that. Alright, well until next time, it's my GPW.